Hey everyone, I wanted to quickly get on here and answer a couple of questions for sellers as far as what happens once you're under contract for your home. So we get really excited about getting your house together and decluttered and staged and photographed and marketed correctly, and then you get an offer and then sellers are like, what do we do? So what comes next is your buyers will give the title company that we're using their option and earnest money. At that point, they'll go ahead and schedule their inspection. So go ahead and be prepared for an inspection to happen on your home, which means you, your whole family, your pets need to be out of the house completely for at least 3 hours for this inspection to take place. Usually within 24 to 48 hours, we know the results of that inspection, and we're able to go into negotiations if there's any repairs that need to be negotiated. After that, it's kind of a waiting game until the appraisal happens. So the bank usually orders the appraisal as soon as your option period is over and that they know that the deal is going forward. Some banks or lenders will order the appraisal right off the bat. It just depends. And really, as a buyer, you can go ahead and request that it be ordered right away, or you can request that it be ordered once you get your inspection back and you want to make sure that you are moving forward on the home. So usually the appraisal is the last piece of the equation. So after the inspection is done and repairs are negotiated, we're waiting on the appraisal. So we have this weird 2 to 3 week time period where there's not a lot going on and we're just waiting for that appraisal. And so usually the appraisers, because they're so slammed right now, will schedule 4 to 24 hours in advance when they're coming to your home. So it usually catches everyone off guard and they run home and they tidy up their house really quick. And usually the appraisers are in and out within 15 to 20 minutes. They're really just there mostly to measure. If you're FHA or VA, they will kind of do a sort of an inspection on the home. But if you're conventional, the majority of the appraisers are just going out there to measure the square footage, and then they're going to go home and draft the report and get that turned into the lender, usually at the last minute. So that's kind of the process as a seller that we go through. And so if you are wondering, when should I start packing? It's tough because if you have an offer that is contingent upon that appraisal coming in at full price and you and your realtor know you're at the very top of the market, you may want to wait until that appraisal comes in solid for you to start packing up. I mean, obviously there's things you can pack up that you can live without for the next 3 to 6 months if you had to put your house back on the market, but you may want to wait until that appraisal comes back to pack up anything. It just depends. If you have full faith that you're moving forward no matter what, let's say you have an appraisal waiver, or let's say it's a cash deal with no appraisal, obviously you can start packing right away. But no deal is done and finished until it is closed and signed and funded. So I will definitely put that piece of wisdom out there that it's not final until it's final. So don't shoot your realtor if it falls apart the day before closing. This happens sometimes, and honestly what we do in that situation is we go ahead and we put the house back on the market with the original pictures that were taken when the home was staged properly. Let's say at that point, maybe you already moved out, maybe you have everything boxed up and it looks really bare. We're going to put it back on the market and we're going to get it back under contract, because at the end of the day, the buyers are looking at the home and not your stuff. And so we're just going to do what we have to do and we're going to move forward and you're going to be fine. But it is a little daunting. It's a little nerve-wracking to go through this process. I mean, we're selling ourselves, and so we personally had our deal fall apart on what was supposed to be our closing day because of the appraisal. And so we had to go back on market and get it back under contract, and it worked out amazing, actually. So that's why I say don't fear, because there's solutions to everything. We're problem solvers. That's what we do. And so that's just a little tidbit of information. If you have more questions about the home selling process and what that looks like when you're under contract and what you should be doing while you're under contract, let me know and I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. Bye.